Deakin.
Very much, Mr Speaker. My question's to the Treasurer. And how is the government's strong economic leadership building a stronger economy? And will the Treasurer update the House on how Australia is transitioning from the mining boom to a more competitive economy?
Treasurer.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and I thank the member for Deakin for his question, his keen interest in these issues. He knows that Australians are realists, but they're also optimists. They're realistic about the global volatility that exists, but also how our economy is transitioning post the mining boom and as we diversify this economy. And they know their role in that process. And we also know that they're very optimistic, Mr Speaker. They're optimistic because they know that they can deal with these challenges, and they do know that they can succeed, and they will not be cheated, they will not be intimidated out of the prosperity that they know they can achieve in these circumstances. And they have reason to be optimistic. We know, as the Reserve Bank Governor said in the last few days, last week, he drew attention to the fact that despite the strongest headwinds that our economy has been confronting, we are growing, and we are growing well, Mr Speaker. We are growing in the face of these strong headwinds, and we are growing at a rate more than twice those of similar economies like Canada and higher than the OECD. They know that we're optimistic, Mr Speaker, because we are achieving 10 times the rate of job growth that was being achieved at the time of the last election in 2013. They know that we are confident because we can see that the jobs ads figures that have come out today that show that we are up again in terms of job advertisements, and there are more opportunities that are being created in the job market today, Mr Speaker, than there were at the time of the last election. And we are seeing that confidence expressed in the various surveys of business conditions and business confidence and consumer confidence. Now, the government is acting, Mr Speaker, to back Australians, to support jobs and growth in our economy. And we're doing that through innovation, and the statement that will be brought down by the Prime Minister and the Minister for Innovation, the infrastructure $50 billion plan that is being rolled out around the country, greater choice through greater and more effective competition policy, the trade agreements, and of course our aspirations for a better tax system. Australians are paying, Mr Speaker, too much and too high an economic price for our tax system. And we need a system that rewards effort, that backs people's being out there working and saving and investing, and removing impediments that are holding Australians back. We don't want a tax system that increases the tax burden on Australians. You do not need to increase the tax burden to deal with the budget challenges that we are facing as a country. You do that by controlling expenditure and growing the economy. So we want a tax system that helps grow the economy by removing the impediments that are there. And you don't want to engage in a tax system discussion which is just about raising higher taxes to give a bucket of money to the states to spend money as they already are doing, Mr Speaker. What you want is the strong leadership that understands and identifies the problem, that works through the options, that works collaboratively with the states and territories to ensure we can get a model that deals with the challenges that the Australian economy is facing and Australians are facing as we transition our economy.